Good morning, dear students. Today onwards, we will be having the moral science classes that are part of class 12th, and I hope that you might have a textbook with you called Heart and Mind. Okay, so there are different chapters coming in this lesson. So, okay, it is the first lesson is actually dealing with modern lifestyle. See, the author is actually speaking about the author is speaking about how the leisure and work should go together. So that is actually he is focusing upon. So why this it becomes a concern? Okay, so why it becomes a concern for us? Because today the modern world is actually a world which is full of busyness. Okay, busyness and busy is a synonym for the modern world. So when we were small children, almost 40 years back, when we analyze, we find that the speed of the lifestyle was not so fast. For example, for a change from the existing thing to a change, it almost took 5 6 years to a decade, 10 years time for a change. Okay, nowadays change happens in no time. Okay, every day we face changes in the world. Okay, so change is something that is taking very constantly taking place. So why it happens? Because the modern world is moving very fast. The modern world is very fast in its movement, and that is why. And as a result, what happens? We become prey to various illnesses. Okay, different kinds of ills, diseases are following us. Okay, and we find excuse for everything, especially for physical health. We do not find time, whereas we find time for everything else for a long time. So actually, this is actually the concern that is discussed here in the first class. Okay, I hope that this lesson will be helpful for you too. Okay, you are students. After few years, you all will be becoming taking up one or the other profession in your life, and when you lead a professional life, you should definitely think of your health. Don't risk your life. Okay, so this is something that you have to keep in your mind, something that is very key, vital for your existence. So it is so easy for us to live a very dull life, successful life. At the same time, to live a healthy life will become so challenging for us. You may have enough wealth, you may have a larger number of property, etc., but health will be something that is on deterioration. So health is something that you have to give care for. Okay, so the value that is taught through this lesson is the balance of life and work and rest. See, when this value is taught, the value of balance of work and life, you may think that this rest is not going to be a compromising factor in your life. Okay, even if work is going to be a compromise, rest is not going to be a compromise. You may think so, but even in the form of recreation, just like watching TV late night, watching movie late night, these are something that will affect our health. So we have to be very cautious about it. So as students, you may not feel that rest may not be something that is going to be a something that is to be discussed upon. You may think now But this is not the fact. In future, you will find when you are in working under someone, or when you work, you start working, definitely rest will be taken away from you. Okay, the workload will fall upon you, and you may not get enough time to rest, but you have to be very careful. So one of the evils that takes away rest is the procrastination. You just think about it. Procrastination is postponing things for another day. So procrastination may be one of the reasons for not having enough rest. So when you start working, you don't try or learn now itself the habit of doing things on its time, okay, well in advance. So a life skill that you just come across is self-awareness. So you should know who you are. So these are the things that are discussed here. Okay. So the author begins the lesson with a quotation. According to the modern saying, at 40 you can get a job, a good house, a car, and a heart attack. See, the last one is actually speaking about the importance of health. So you can have all luxuries in your life when you reach the age of 40, but it may not be the situation when you take consider the life, okay, your health. This modern lifestyle can give us luxuries as well as bring an end to our life. So luxury, it goes hand in hand. Actually, luxury is something that we actually need. Luxury is something that we want, but these may not go together, luxury and comfort in life. So luxury and life, that are on two different ends, that may not come together. So if you have experienced more luxuries, naturally your life will have a lot of trouble, your health will be affected with it. This is what modern lifestyle is. It is actually high risk lifestyle with mounds of gold coins in one hand and death in the other hand. So you may have a lot of wealth in your hand, and if you have a lot of wealth, naturally on the other hand you will be carrying your own death. So this both don't go together. So that is something that is the modern life tells us. Luxury and life may not go hand in hand. It is very difficult for us to handle both together. Few years back, a report in the Journal of Occupational and Environment Medicine, based on a joint study by a team from the Guy's Hospital London and a Japanese team from Kyushu University, pointed out that working over 6 hours, working over 6 hours a week, 60 hours a week, in a week, and having no sleep more than sleep less than 5 hours continuously for 2 days. So if for 2 days, if you do not sleep if you sleep less than 5 hours, that will affect you very badly. The report pointed out that it was because such a lifestyle could increase the risk of high blood pressure and lead to dysfunction of the heart. So your heart will start dysfunctioning. It will affect the heart very negatively. It is true that as human beings, we must work hard, as life is not a bed of roses. So we have to work, because that is human being. So without work, we cannot go ahead. So we have to work, and then we have to move ahead. Even the Bible says, with the sweat on thy brow shalt thou earn thy living. So this is how you live, with sweating or sweat. Okay, sweat on your eyebrow means forehead. So work, that is a symbolic presentation of work. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also believed that aram haram hai, rest is forbidden thing. Okay, so rest forever, that is something that we cannot So we will become mad if you do not have a work. So work will just engage us. Okay, so it will always make us engaged. It is commonly said, rust is rust. Okay, rust is something that is getting decayed. Rust, if we rest for long time, it is something like rusting. You will become decayed. Swami Ramtirth, in one of his discourses given to the students in Japan, said, "Just as water in a pond stagnates but remains fresh with what it keeps flowing in a stream, remains as of life." So, water which is stagnant always dirty, whereas the running water will be pure. Okay, clear, crystal clear water it will be. So this is actually true with our life also. Okay, if our life is always after some work, then naturally it will help us to have a clean life. Okay, if we work, our life will be, but at the same time we should not overwork, and what is required, okay, enough rest should be given to the to our life. One who is lazy and not ready to do any work is like the water stagnating in a dirty pond. Okay, if you are not ready, idle, naturally you will be something like a dirty water in the stagnant pond. However, a man who is up and doing, okay, who always works something, enjoy the freshness of life and get success. So when we successfully complete some job, naturally that will give us some kind of joy. Overwork can negatively impact sleep. So one is regarding the previous paragraph was speaking about having no work, okay, only rest, and this paragraph is speaking about how overwork can impact human being. Okay, so overwork can negatively impact sleep. This can cause us to build what is called sleep debt. Okay, if we work for long time, our sleeps will be accumulated. Okay, so you are supposed to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. Means 1/3 of a day should be spent for set apart for rest. Okay, and it is not necessary that continuous sleep for 8 hours. Even the small rest that we take sitting on the chair, etc., also will include. So 6 to 7 hours a day we need to have good sleep. Okay, minimum 6 hours, and 2 hours of rest is required. Total 8 hours we need to take rest. So if you do not do that, what happens? Our sleep will be accumulated. Okay, the debt will be accumulated, and it will become a chronic. It will end up in chronic illness. So this can cause us to build what is called sleep debt. Chronic sleep debt raises the risk of obesity. One of the reasons for obesity is sleeplessness. If you do not sleep properly, naturally you may end up in obesity, and obesity, another side effect is heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. So these are some of the other sides of this sleeplessness. In the short term, lack of sleep can have a significant effect on memory also. It will affect your brain too. Working too much can take a toll on the body and brain in two main ways: by boosting stress and by getting in the way of exercise, healthy eating, and other good habits. So we should have healthy eating habits. So healthy eating habits means you should take balanced diet. Okay, and at the same time you should not go for eating always. Okay, whenever you should have a kind of timetable for your food, and you should give enough interval between food. Okay, so these are things that are good habits of eating. So these things you have to take into consideration. Unfortunately, in the modern age, we have developed a lifestyle which keeps both our body and mind over busy. So we keep our mind as well as body very busy. In the name of entertainment, we watch films, matches, serials, and TV till late at night. So see, these are part of it, exercise, but these are causing trouble for us when we do it late night. Okay, when we compromise our sleeps. Okay, sleep should not be compromised. So we sit in front of TV and just enjoy it. We do not give required rest to our nerves. Okay, so when you are watching TV, our nerves are awake. Okay, we don't give rest, whereas your nerves will be asleep. You will get enough rest when you are sleeping. The students are overburdened with studies, and surprisingly, perhaps the first time in history, We have children as young as 10 or 12 suffering from stress and overdependency. These were diseases a few years back. These were diseases affecting major people, means who are about 20, 30 years. Now even small children, 10, 12 years of children are being affected by stress. Why it happens? Because they do not give rest for their nervous system. Okay, either they are using mobile phones late night, compromising their sleep, and or watching TV late night. So they do not give enough rest for their nervous system. So what we need to do is we should not compromise our rest. Okay, so even study should not be should be should the rest should not be compromised for your studies. So that doesn't mean that you should not study. Okay, you are students, you are supposed to study for 8 hours. So 8 hours rest and 8 hours study, that is what you need to do in your life. Okay, and the rest is for 8 hours. Entertainment and other things, food and other things should take 8 hours time. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Many people would be inclined to partially believe that modern lifestyle is the byproduct of modern civilization. Definitely, modern civilization has an impact upon the modern lifestyle. The celebrated writer Emerson Menon expressed his views on the modern civilization in the Indian and Gandhian aspects in the following manner. So just tells. Gandhi did not like the modern civilization because what inspired it was ever expanding desire for material things. So modern civilization, the man always going after material things. He wanted to possess things. Possession becomes one of the major concern for him. He believed that it is not conducive to moral growth of man. So material things and moral life may not go together, will never go together. So we compromise. If when we take up material things, the moral side will be compromised. So just take into consideration a person who is there in a government office. Okay, so if he is taking bribe from you, his moral life is very low. If he is doing it because his moral life is very low in it. Whereas if a person he is not taking bribe, naturally his moral life will be high. We can just decide upon that. He believed that it is not conducive to moral growth to man. And Ananda Kumaraswamy says, civilization consists not multiplying our desires and the means of gratifying them, but in the refinement of their quality. So we have to refine. What is it by refining here? We have to sieve it. We have to clear the undesired, something that is good for our life, that is not good for our moral life, that has to be removed from us. So that is what Kumaraswamy tells. Okay, so civilization consists not multiplying our desire. So what exactly the modern life is doing? The nature of possess is going up. So when we get one, we want the other. So that nature is there. So the pursuit of moral material civilization can be justified only if it leads to the ultimate understanding of the universe. So only one thing that we can make a compromise with material life. What it is if you are able to understand the universe better. Okay. See, here takes out the author is taking out 2 examples. Our exploration of the atom. Atom is something that is we go into the minute. Okay, so we going into the minute. The same way galaxy is actually vast. Okay, from to understand something that is there in minute as well as to understand something that is in vastness. So only in this case material things are required. Otherwise, so galaxies are the initial step in that direction. These are byproducts of quest for material things. These are actually a desire for material things. Atom, trying understanding the nature of atom, exploring atom and exploring the universe. So these are the 2 things that we can compromise under this material, pursuing material things. Otherwise, it may lead to erosion of values in our life. So we will continue the lesson in the next session. Till then, thank you very much. Bye.